It is getting crazy, my friends. It is getting crazy. You know, and it's interesting. Hello and welcome. If you can hear me, let me know if you could hear me. Good morning. Guten Morgen, Leute und Freunde. Привет. Привет, друзья. Добро пожаловать. It is getting crazy. You know, everything that happens around the world, it affects how your life in Russia goes. No matter if it's Israel attacking Iran, it affects Dobre Utra. It affects Russia. For some weird reason, everything is tied here to Russia. I'm gonna be outside. We're gonna go fishing a little bit, and I'm gonna talk about a little bit about life in Russia. I'm gonna show you the property, a lot of vegetables. I mean, one crop is already ready to harvest. There's a lot going on today. There's a lot of things that I want to talk about. I hope that you guys will stay with me, but it just feels like everything changes in Russia, no matter if something happens inside of Russia or outside of Russia. Obviously, the attacks on Iran are something that will affect Russia because Russia has a limited amount of friends around the world, and Iran has actually been weakened over this last 2 years, I would say. I hit a lot of potholes in this area. There's a lot of potholes on that road, but as soon as I get my maggots, I'm going to the house and I'm going to be picking up the maggots that I'm going to be fishing with, and then we're going to be going on this live. There's going to be a lot to talk about today. I hope that people who are watching can join in the conversation and give their opinions. So first of all, let me know if you could hear me, if you could see me all right. You know that our connection usually is not the best. We are in Siberian Russia. This is the town of Sludanka, population perhaps 15,000, maybe that. I don't think it gets to that really. Permanent residents here, no way it gets to 15,000. They say it's 20,000, but really it's very unlikely, man. Ever since this conflict started, it seems like so many places are up for rent and for sale. A lot of people have moved out of places like this. I'm coming here to pick up my maggots for fishing. My wife is gonna pass me them through the window, and then we're gonna start the conversation. I just my wife's thing connected to the stereo on the car, and I could hear what she's watching on Instagram. 1 second. Came on here. All right, hey guys, welcome. Hello, brother. Highways were closed in Ontario. The traffic was corralled for surveillance. Listen, I got my maggots here. Let me check on them. These are the same ones we've been fishing with for weeks. Oh, damn it. Let's get the show on the road. Thank you guys for joining me. We're going to have a quick conversation, first of all, with the topic of how do world events affect your life in Russia? How do world events affect people who want to move to Russia, people who are already living in Russia, and people who see Russia in a positive light in general? So you have to understand that for the United States and for the West, they've essentially put Russia in a bubble with the countries like Iran, Pakistan, just countries who are terrorist states to other people, right? Russia in the Western world is in the same bubble as those Middle Eastern terrorist states, which the West will call them terrorist states. But the terror is the terror changes, right? The terrorer changes depending on what country you're from. You know, the United States is a terrorist state to many countries around the world. But what I'm trying to explain is world events really change how Russia's viewed. This thing that's going on with Israel and Iran now, it's a thing that's going to make people choose sides. Obviously, this is some sort of world. It's going to divide the world again. Everything that happens around the world. Hey, Ginger, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Everything that happens around the world is going to affect Russia. And right now, when I woke up and all these things is happening, Israel is attacking Iran, I was like, okay, this is going to put the fire to Russia's feet. Everybody around the world knows that Iran is actually a friendly country to Russia. It doesn't have the same diplomatic and alliances ties like North Korea does with Russia. So North Korea and Russia have signed essentially mutual protection pacts, to where if one country is attacked, the other one will respond, and so on and so forth. This is why you saw the North Koreans fighting in the Kursk region, because Ukraine attacks Russia, and now Russia can call upon its allies who signed the Defense Politics Pact, and this is what happens. But Iran doesn't have such a pact with Russia. I don't believe that it does. And this is going to get tricky, because now Russia has to, some way or another, it already lost its friend in Syria. One way or another, Iran has to make a deal with Russia to where it doesn't compromise itself and Iran doesn't get wiped off the face of the earth. Iran is one of I think it's the last country in that part of the world that Israel and the United States haven't overthrown or gone to war with directly. And in a way, it is a very strategic friend of Russia in that area. It's a balance of powers. And so this is why I'm telling you guys, when you live in Russia, it is a very, very critical thing when world events like these happen. Now, I'm not being dramatic. I am telling you, Iran signed a pact with Russia on January 17th. Yes, what type of pact is this? Is it like a mutual defensive pact where if one country gets attacked, the other one goes to war? Because we're looking at World War, was it World War One? I think World War One is where dominoes fell. World War Two, they already had the sides ready to go. But World War One, really, it was alliances that called upon allies, and the wars really escalated very quickly. This is becoming Strategic partnership. Yes, this is not enough to go to war with, in defense of. So this is not such a good deal to sign, I guess. The North Koreans did it right. The North Koreans really signed something that is tied at the umbilical cord with Russia. Now, the pact, exactly, there we go. It excluded military alliance. Well, Iran might have made a mistake there, because if it was Iran who made the request of non-military, then that's a problem for Iran, not for Russia. Russia can defend itself against the world. You can't win against Russia. The best you can do is tie, and a tie with Russia is a loss. This is something that I've said over and over again. But we're gonna have to see how this affects people inside of Russia. You don't know how Russia is going to respond. Russia cannot afford to lose another friend in the Middle East. It's already lost Syria, and now it looks like they're coming after Iran. This is a very bold move by the Jewish state of Israel, because you have the entire backing of the United States, which is very, very odd that American citizens would even allow our country to be militarily tied to such a warring state. These are just my opinions, of course. I'm just saying what I feel here. But to me, it's very odd that we have a very close military alliance with the country that it seems to be at war at all times. And we're already used to that as Americans, but here is another country that drags us into more problems. Now, if you're seeing me shake a lot, it's because right now we're driving to the Balota. Esta Balota is right next to Lake Baikal, and I'm gonna do a little bit of fishing while we talk. Yes, and Syria was for sure a very complicated situation, but it's always a complicated situation when you have interests in a country, when you have geopolitical strategies to overthrow something. This is the normal for the world. Russia also has spheres of influence. And we understand that it's because of the lobbying, and we understand it's because of all the special interest groups that are existing in the United States and all of these things. We understand that. But since I live in Russia, now is the time for me to see the world from the other side. It's going to be interesting to see what Russia has to do to respond to such a thing. Russia is losing friendships around the world, not because it's doing something bad, but because its friends are being overthrown. Now, I believe that Russia is going to do something about this. It might intervene. It might try to broker some sort of deal. Russia has to get its foot in the door. So this is a question to you guys. Do you think that Russia is going to do something about this, whether it be politically, militarily, diplomatically? The question is, do you think that Russia has something to say about this on the global stage? Because I believe if it doesn't, it's probably going to lose a friend. If Iran gets bullied by Israel and the United States, Russia is going to lose a friend there. So if you don't think that Russia is going to say something, at least mention it. Or obviously, I don't think it's going to be doing something militarily, but I do believe that it's going to try to broker some sort of peace agreement deal, or to de-escalate the situation. What I think personally, because it doesn't have time to do anything militarily, but I think that Russia does have enough to point fingers and say, listen, here we are being blamed as a terrorist state for going to war in Ukraine, but you have the warmongers in Israel going against the Gaza Strip, Lebanon, now Iran. So it looks like Israel is going for its ultimate goal of destroying all of its enemies in that region, and it's already people in the what was it, Hezbollah, or I don't know. There's so many damn terrorist states. Hamas. It was Hamas in the Gaza, in Palestine. Hamas, and then these other guys in Lebanon. And it just seems like they're being allowed to go at war with everyone. And obviously, I mentioned in the beginning of this live, a terrorist state is a terrorist state to many different people. So obviously the people in, let's say, Iraq was considered a terrorist state for a long time, even under Saddam Hussein. But we understand that the terror changes depending on where you are in the world. So if you think that you are looking at a terrorist state in Iraq, the people from Iraq might have something different to say about you, right? Because if you're from the United States, you've been bombing them for so long. Let's see what IP has to say. Thank you for the donation, by the way, brother. Personal opinion. I voted hardliners in Iran to deter the West from this. After President Raisi passed, we had moderates take power in Iran. I keep trying to say Iran in Spanish and it get caught in English. Iran, it's just more comfortable to say Iran in Spanish. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing your country right. I do blame our leadership for taking the West seriously. That's the thing. I believe that that's the problem in Iran. You see, if I say Iran in English, it sounds ugly. So I'm just going to keep saying Iran. So Iran's problem right now is that it's not sticking to its guns. Okay? You can't exist as a country in that area if you're not going to stick to your guns. And Iran has to stick to its guns. This is my personal opinion, of course. I have no family in Iran. I have nobody there, but I do come from the United States. I know how the United States acts towards countries, and I'm also a Mexican. I know how Mexicans got bullied for over 100 years by the United States. So yeah, they do have to start sticking to their guns a lot more, and they have to act as if their existence was at stake, because it is. Okay? This is the reality. They have to understand that the only way that they can survive, the only way that they can flourish is by never taking an agreement from the West that is not 100% going to benefit them. Because the United States will always look for something that's going to benefit them. To me, in my 30s, after seeing how the United States has treated Russia, I understand that the United States doesn't like when other countries look after themselves. And this doesn't make sense to me, guys. This doesn't make sense to me at all. Why does the West hate it when the other countries look after themselves? Why is it illegal for other countries to care about their people, to care about their sovereignty, to care about their history and their culture? So IP is right. If you voted for somebody who's a hardliner, you're essentially doing what every country in the world should be doing or is doing already. There's so many tourists right now coming to Baikal. No issue how you call Iran. I still call my brothers Persians. I am not ethnic Iranian. So let me give you guys let me give you a rundown of what's going to happen. I brought you to the shores of Lake Baikal because I'm a little bit stressed out with this situation, because I'm really annoyed with how the world reacts. So this is Lake Baikal. I'm going to calm down and take a deep breath. We're here. El conflicto por religión no es problema de Rusia. Todos queremos ser Superman para ayudar a muchos. Exactamente. So, I came to Baikal to do a little bit of fishing and talk about change. Obviously, every day that passes, Russia has to overcome a new problem. I'm Mexican American living in Russia. I don't look Russian. A lot of people say I don't look Russian. Yeah. Welcome to the live stream, by the way. For any new viewers, please do consider putting like on this live, okay? This is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be talking about the things that are changing, my predictions for the conflict in Ukraine as well, because that's also getting so annoying. The West is willing to sacrifice every Ukrainian in order to kill one Russian. They celebrate the death of Russians in the West by using Ukrainians, the closest thing to a Russian, which is ridiculous. So let's get out of the car. I'm gonna get my fishing rod ready. Here we have some people already fishing. These are tourists. These are not people from Lake Baikal area. And I know because of the fishing spot that the boy is in. The fishing spot is a little bit better here. But I'm really here. Well, I do look Mexican to the Mexicans that come from my region. Just to give you guys a quick rundown of my ethnicity, I am what people call a red Mexican, a criollo, a Mexican with high Spanish descent or lineage. As you guys know, Mexico was conquered by the Spanish Empire. And this is why we have people who look like me in Mexico. Also, we have people that are different, but oh my gosh, Ginger, you haven't seen me catch a fish? I've caught a few fish on stream already. I've caught a couple fish on stream already. I haven't seen you on a live stream in a long time, Ginger. It's so nice to see you here. Now, in the part that I'm fishing right now, it's a new place for me. I don't really fish here often. So I'm going to try a couple spots today. I'm going to be live streaming for a long time. I have a lot of things on my mind, and I just want to get them out. This Iran thing is really worrying me because like I said, I've seen this happen so many times, and I don't want, hey Mehdi, I don't want, I mean, I'm not, whoa, what the heck? Right now, I'm trying to catch either omul or Harius. I'll show you right now. Let me just get out and we'll start talking again. As you can see, I'm on the shores of Baikal. And with the world politics and world events that are happening right now, I just wanted to come take a quick break and do a little bit of fishing. First here, just to test something quickly. So, my hello from Sacramento. When is your sister coming? My sister is coming in July, at the end of June and July. My sister's gonna be spending about a month telling you guys and showing you guys her genuine reaction to Russia for the first time. My sister, oh, you don't need a fishing license to fish in Russia. So my sister's never been to Russia. She's never even seen anything about Russia, actually. She only knows that her brother lives in Russia. So when she comes, I'm gonna be doing a series of lives. In these lives, I'm gonna be showing you guys. No, I don't have, I just have the spinning rod right now. A lot of people, a lot of people think that I make a lot of propaganda videos. You know, I get a lot of hate from Westerners who don't like Russia and they think I'm doing propaganda. So what I'm going to use my sister as is like a baseline, a true baseline of what it is, what Russia's like. I've been here so long that this is like, I live as a Russian. I live in Siberia. So a lot of Russians who live in Moscow even say, you're the real Russian. You live out there in Siberia. So I'm going to give you guys the first ever on this channel, like real, how do you say, how do you say, it's like a reaction to Russia from my sister. And for the most part, I think I feel like she's very genuine, right? So my sister would not overreact or say something that's not true. But the reason why I'm doing this is also for you guys. I'm doing it so that you can see a live reaction of something, how maybe you will react, right? Because if you guys come and visit Russia, I want you to see what the emotions feel like for some people. So you might get a kick out of it. You might enjoy it. That's going to be in July. Eagle Gap says that he envies me. He's running circles. Listen, if you're running circles in life, take a 2-week vacation and come visit me, okay? I'll bring you to the lake. Whether it's winter, whether it's summer, I'll bring you guys here. And I've always offered you guys, I've always offered the viewers the ability to visit. Right now, we are on the shores of Lake Baikal. And we're going to do a little bit of fishing. So I promise you guys, if anybody in the world who's watching right now ever feels stressed out, I have an extra room for anybody. You guys can come one at a time, but if you don't mind sleeping on the floor, you can come even 20 at a time. The thing is, you know that by design, they want people to suffer and be poor and stay in their place and be slaves to their societies. You know this is true. By design, this is the way a lot of societies around the world, especially the West, this is how it's designed for you, to work for them until you die. What I'm offering is, you guys come visit me in Siberia. You forget about this. We eat. I make you some shashlik. I take you fishing. And that is how the world is. We need more people like this. Well, not like me, but I'm saying with this idea that you can come as a friend to these type of places. Brother, thank you so much, Ivan. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for the support. And I told you already, man, you need to come. I have really a place for you guys to stay. And I'm saying this genuinely. I know what it feels like. After the Afghanistan war and I was stuck in the United States, I knew that I had been to a war that was not favored by the people, right? I understood that I had done something wrong. I understood that... what the hell? This is too long. I understood what I had done in the world, but I repent. Now, if anybody feels like they're stressed out or they're struggling, or they're in a place they don't want to be, this is why I'm telling you, I am being real. You can come. You never have to worry about eating here. You don't have to worry about where you will sleep. If I was a young man at 23 years old and somebody offered me and I could tell that they were genuine, I would do it. And I'm telling you, I am a genuine person who I can... Holy shit. Brother, thank you so much. I didn't even see because of the glare. Man, thank you so much for the support. Holy crap. Shout out to you, brother. Please, if you guys are... I didn't even notice because of the glare. Please, if you're a channel member, man, please Giga Chat Ivan up. Please, guys, if you are a member, give him a big thank you with the Giga Chat. That is freaking huge. With the baby on the way, it really means a lot. That's crazy, man. IP, you know how it goes. Thank you for being the first one to Giga Chat him up. Holy shit. I couldn't even see because of the glare, really. Ivan, you've had a place in my heart and in this place where I live for a long time. You know how it goes. I'm waiting for the day that one of you guys who is watching to come here and take me up on what I said. I'm a man of my word. I wish somebody would test me. I really appreciate the support, brother. Golly, I hope I catch a fish, but this is not a place where I'm used to fishing. So I'm going to be really embarrassed. You're a good man. You just lost one of your brothers to suicide. He and my husband were in Desert Storm together. Listen, this is why I always tell people who have been to war, no matter for what country, get out of the country that you went to war for and always come to nature. You have to ground yourself. You have to leave the country that you went to war for and you need to go to nature. Now, the reason why you need to get away from the country that you went to war for, even if you love it, is because you don't want to hear the language that you spoke. You don't want to see the type of people that you saw. You need to go ground yourself in nature. You can't surround yourself. You need to go to an alien place. That's why a lot of people go to drugs like shrooms or marijuana, and I'm not condoning drugs. Do not do drugs, but leave the country you went to war for and go to the nature. This is how you go to an alien world. Now I'm going to try to cast this. Thank you, Inverted Ivan, again for the support. It really means a lot to me. That's freaking huge. The kind of fish that we're fishing for cannot bite the spoon. Their mouth is too small. I'm going to stand up and spin the reel. We're going to go fishing later for pike and perch. Now, let me finish one of the thoughts, because you guys know that I ramble on and I lose my place. Just to finish off the point that I wanted to make with Iran, is that I hope they are not defeated, because you can't have that whole area being ran by a country that always is at war. And Israel will keep bullying everybody in that part of the world. And I don't want to see it. It's going to affect Russia because Russia has to respond. Thank you, Deadshot. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Good morning to everybody. I'm going to do a cast real quick. Let me just flip this. It is so bright I can't see the screen. I might go in the lake today. It's actually very, very warm. I might go in the freaking lake today. It is absolutely warm. Welcome to the live chat. Okay, so I'm gonna test the waters. It's freaking really, really warm. The water is very cold, obviously, because it's Lake Baikal. Let me just test the waters here. I'm gonna be in my briefs. Golly, it's so hard to stand this thing up. I don't think you guys have ever seen me go in the lake, like just past my legs. I don't really care. This is not where I usually fish. I was just trying something out. Ginger, thank you so much. Holy crap. It's at the beginning it's slimy because of the algae. Now that there's sun, there is this algae here, but I just have to get past the rocks. Ginger, thank you so much. Actually, I have to go this way. Oh, it's still too cold. It's still too cold. I'm gonna fish a little bit. Then I'm gonna go in. Hey, we just got done with winter. Of course, it's really, really cold. I would say maybe a few degrees, even still above freezing. As crazy as that sounds, maybe No, not a few degrees. I'm saying like maybe like 10 to 20 degrees, a little bit more about freezing. It's pretty cold. But damn it. It's just so cold. I'm gonna Yeah, usually people drink some alcohol when it's cold. Okay. Oh, that was cold. I'm gonna go in again because it feels really good. The sun after you go into Baikal, guys, you have to experience it. That was really, I had to do it, you know. I feel like with the support that you guys gave me, like honestly, every live is amazing, but with the baby on the way, I do appreciate the donations. Everything that gets donated is obviously going to the baby stuff. So thanks so much. In about 5 minutes, I'm gonna go back in, and then I will go to another fishing spot. This is not my usual fishing spot, but the water just is much warmer by maybe 2 degrees than usual, which is a big deal for this region because as you can see, the sun is beating down and it does warm up the lake. Usually it's much colder than it is right now. If you guys come maybe 1 month ago, there's no way that a random guy will drop into the lake. There's no way that somebody from outside who's not used to the cold will jump in because it is freaking horribly cold. Holy crap, man. Thank you. Thanks again, man. Jesus. All right, this is for you. I gotta go back in now. I gotta go back in now. I've seen a bear, yeah. Bro, I'm like speechless. The last time you did this was freaking huge. And thank you, Ginger. Thank you, Ivan, for the support. Thanks, IP, for what you've all given over the time. It's freaking huge. This is for all of the support. I'm gonna be blessing you guys with a nice little plunge in Lake Baikal. Hopefully you can see from there. Can you guys see? Holy crap, man, that's freaking huge. Really amazing, man. Thank you. Here it goes. Oh, it's getting windy. Oh man, when you get to the deeper part, looks like the connection is freaking down. No, the stream. No way, it's back. My connection dropped. The LTE went to 3G and then it took a huge drop. It wasn't supposed to do that, man. It wasn't supposed to do that. I paid for my cell phone connection. It's no reason why it should drop to 3G. The problem is where I live. You can see we live quite in the middle of nowhere, right? So maybe that's why the connection dropped. Good morning from the Netherlands. We had the signal dropped and now it seems to be back. There's always trains passing. I don't think it was the train. Maybe it could have been a train with a jammer. I'm not sure. I don't know what they're traveling with, but it's very unlikely that they have a jammer. I might make my way back into town and not fish because of my I don't want to be uncomfortable in wet underwear. But I would not say that the jammer possibility is unlikely, because it's possible. This is one of the most important regions of all of Russia. We were attacked not long ago. So yeah. Question: why doesn't the Russian population grow? I think it has to do with the world population not growing. I think that Russia's population is growing, especially after acquiring the new territories in New Russia, and that's huge. I think Russia's population grew by a couple million after they took the new territories in Ukraine. I think the train can have jammers, by the way. Like I said, because of the part of the Russia that I live in, it's like it can happen. But the reason why I think it's unlikely that it was the train, it's because I've had my connection drop in this place before. Please tell me if you can live. Pues, si eres de Chile, obviamente puedes vivir acá, Andrea. Yo tengo un amigo que es de Chile, que se va a venir a vivir a Rusia. Y pues sí, el chileno puede vivir en Rusia muy fácilmente. Es solamente querer hacerlo. You have to want to move to Russia, right? You can't just come and think that you're going to assimilate. You need to want to live in Russia. You need to want to be amongst the Russian people. She asked me if she can move to Russia from Chile, and you can absolutely do it. We have a lady here on a kayak. No, not a kayak. Some sort of wakeboard, or what are these things? Paddleboard. Sorry, she's on a paddleboard. Yeah, you have to have a good criminal record, obviously. You will be vetted when you come to Russia. If you intend to live here and move, you will have to give a criminal background check in order to get residency. I'm gonna lay down and soak up the sun a little bit. Warm up my damn legs. If I get warm enough, I might just jump in the damn water again. Oh, I'll give you guys an update on what time is it? It is 11:10 in the morning. I can't help but be white. You know, we had a long winter, like 6 months of winter. You can have misdemeanors. Russia does accept people with misdemeanors. I've seen people move to Russia with misdemeanors, but if you're doing any type of huge felony, you can probably say goodbye to your ability to become a resident in Russia, because they really look at these type of crimes that are gross crimes. They do take those into account, and they base their decision off of what kind of crime it is. Misdemeanors, small things, no way. Can you guys hear me? I'm gonna make my way back to the car, then to the plot, because I don't want this stream to end. I wanna show you the plot before the stream ends. I have a real big surprise for you. I have a big surprise for you, Ginger, actually, which I'm so happy that you're on this live. I'm gonna show you something you're really gonna like, Ginger. Oh man, I can't believe we got in the water. I don't need an ice bath, I can just Baikal bath. Here we go. What a great morning. Thank you so much. You have to understand that these are the donations that you guys gave are life-changing. For we are in hard times, and something that we found that I'm gonna share with you in a couple minutes is also something that changed our life. Oh, there's my wife, Susha, waking up. I'm absolutely dry. I'm going to change right now. I'm gonna take my underwear off and put on my pants. That's what I'm gonna do. But my body is dry. 1 second. Actually, there's a little kid there, so I'm just gonna have to sit on my pants. I don't want to traumatize the kid, but he keeps coming over here. Lol, no, the stream is just talking about how everything that happens around the world. There's a kid back there with his family. Everything that happens around the world, one way or another, Russia is affected by it. And this conversation started because of the Israel attack on Iran. And I was saying that that's gonna have to change how Russia reacts. We're gonna have to see what Russia does to react against that. But some of the ways that Russia has changed is ever since we know that the sanctions hit Russia, and Russia has been a lot more self-sufficient, and this is something that probably is going to slow down by the time the next sanctions hit. I think Russia really has... What the heck? Look at this. Look at these tourists. Look at these people going... they're on the videos recording. Oh, sorry. These people are recording Lake Baikal from the windows, and we live here. That's why we're blessed, guys. We're blessed because we live here. A lot of people come and record the lake and do a lot of videos, travel from around the world, but we can see it every day together. Now, I will say... Should I go through here? I was telling you guys at the beginning of the stream that Russia cannot afford to lose another friend. Iran is a good friend of Russia. All right, so Russia has already lost a friend in Syria that was overthrown, and right now Russia is going to be put to the test. It's going to have to see how it's going to respond to another one of its friends being attacked. And I keep saying that these type of things affect Russia because depending on how Russia reacts, the world is going to react against Russia. And living inside of Russia really means you have to adapt to whatever your own country throws at you. It's very strange. I've lived in the Russian Federation for 3 years, and the biggest problem has been my own government imposing sanctions on me, imposing sanctions that make my life much harder. And by the way, look at this. Here we have another small lake. You can see the lily pads here. Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. We are not on a road right now. We're on a dirt path. To get to where we were, it has to be through these type of roads. But as I was saying, it's a very interesting scenario where the country that you live in is a country that is being targeted by the country that you fought for and countries that you fought alongside, right? So a lot of the countries who are imposing sanctions on Russia or hate Russia, I fought alongside their citizens. I fought alongside the British, the Canadians, the Australians. I fought alongside these countries. And these are the usual suspects when it has to do with hating Russia, imposing sanctions on Russia, having like Russophobic tendencies. And this is not something I could have predicted. I could have not predicted that my life would be like this, because to begin with, I never thought I'd be living permanently in Russia. It is not a country that really caught my attention. I only came to Russia because of the Siberian territory, and you realize that Russia is Siberia. And now when I say I love Russia, well, you know what it is. A lot of people want to know, hey, should I move to Russia? You always have to decide where you're going to. What part of Russia do you want to experience? And for me, this is the Russia that really symbolizes what I think Russia is. So if you guys ever want to come visit Russia, you have to think about, what part of Russia do I want to see? Muchas gracias. Now look at the road. This is the craziest freaking stream ever. The phone overheated because it's such a hot day that it was on the center console and it overheated. All right, guys, I have another surprise for you. This is gonna be a crazy one. Well, not for you, but for me. ¿Qué hubo, padre? All right. I am so happy about my sister visiting as well. I can't wait. I think that you guys are really going to enjoy her point of view, a perspective from someone else. And everything is going to be documented. Her reaction to Moscow, her reaction to everything that has to do with Russia. So I wanted to bring you guys back to the park. You know that they're building this, right? A lot of you, my old time subscribers, know that in this park they're remodeling. They've actually done quite the work already. One second, let me button my pants. Thank you, Martin. Thank you. Check this out, guys. This is how it's going to be. This is part of the paving that they're doing. You see, now we have a much nicer place to walk on. They've really done an amazing job. Check it out. What do you guys think, huh? Obviously, it's not done yet, but this entire area has been in the remodeling stages, guys. I brought you guys here before, but this is the first time that you're seeing some of this pavement on the ground, and you can see now the paving that they're doing. And yeah, they're very fast. They're still working right now. Check it out. I'm gonna shut up and just record. Now these people are from the stand countries. They're essentially my compatriots. These people are from outside of Russia, but they do most of the work when it comes to this type of stuff. You can see they're doing the inner circle there. The inner circle looks like it's going to be paved by this colorful tile material. Here, actually, you can't walk on here. This is the sand. They're doing quite the job, really, really fast. It's gonna square out towards the end, and then it's gonna come square. So you come in from the park, and it comes in, and then it does a square around the circle. So you can see that they're working. It is a Saturday. This is the most work I've seen happen in since I've been here in 3 years. This year they've done so much work, and they are working absolutely fast. The last time that I brought you guys here, they were not even paved. So now it's time to go to the plot. I'm gonna show you a surprise for the live stream. It's a surprise for the live stream, but it's also a special surprise for Ginger. Check this out. You can see they've already paved this. So it's gonna be a big square. And of course, this is our memorial, Great Patriotic War Memorial. This is in honor of the people who fought in the Great Patriotic War and died in the town. That's their names there. And then we have the memorial for the war in Ukraine. The men and who have died for the country of Russia is there. This is our central park. So we have a memorial for the Great Patriotic War. The people who died are on this wall, and the people who died in the Ukraine war are on this wall here. That is our town of Sludanka in Irkutsk Oblast. You see how green it is, the beautiful blue sky. It doesn't get any better than summer in Siberia. Let's go ahead and head out to the plot. Actually, this town in particular has fought in pretty much every conflict that I've heard. This town has sent men to fight. It's an amazing town filled with brave people. Okay, here we go. Now we're heading to the plot, my friends. We should get there in about 5 minutes. Welcome everybody. If you're just joining, go back a few minutes and we jump into Lake Baikal. It was absolutely refreshing, but the connection there was a little bit unstable. So we're gonna come show you an update on our property and on our plants. If anybody sees any recent updates on any event, you feel free to write it and I'll read it, because I like listening to current events, because I need to know what type of things may affect people here in Russia. Everything that happens around the world now is tied to Russia. Russia has to choose to either take part in everything or choose sides or have an opinion. Russia is a global superpower that has to be respected and taken into account. This is my belief, of course. They've earned their spot at the round table, and what's happening now really, it's a curious scenario. Check it out. Check out the road to my house. There's the marble quarry. What do you guys think leads up to my our plot rather? Good morning to everybody who's just tuning in. We drive on the right side of the road, but I'm also driving on the right side of the road. My friend's car, he allows me to drive his car. This is a Landy Suzuki. It is a right-hand drive car. I drive on the right-hand side of the car and the right hand on the road. So, Ginger, are you in the chat? Let me know if you're there, still there, Ginger. I have a story to tell you guys. About 3 days ago, about 3 or 4 days ago, Ksenia, her father, and I were working on building the outside toilet. And we were hearing crows. We were hearing guys. Crows were ah, ah, ah. And what I saw was they were attacking a young cat. And what Ksenia and I did was we started feeding this cat. And it seemed to be a homeless cat, a wild cat. And what I did was I adopted it. His name is Jerry Segundo, or Jerry the Second. And I even made a freaking hole for him here. Check it out. Come here, Jerry. 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 Come here. Jerry. Here he comes. Check it out. Jerry. Yes. This is Jerry. He's a new addition to the channel. He got bit by the crow in the back here. They were dive bombing him and attacking him. He was actually bleeding. So this is the newest member of the Wild Siberia gang. This is Jerry Segundo, or Jerry the Second, because he has the color of a cat I used to have in America. So, yeah. This is Jerry now, guys. And Ginger, it was a surprise for you because I know you got a bunch of cats. So this is your cat in Russia. Your cat away from... Now, check this. This is also really funny. So Jerry will not come in through the main door for some reason. Jerry is the type of cat that uses his damn cat hole. Look at him. He's already inside. He uses that hole. We made that hole for him, and he knows that that's his door. He will not use the main door. For some reason, he does not try at all to come in through the door. I don't think he trusts the door, but he trusts his little door from the side. Come here, Jerry. We bought a pack of cat food for him. He's eating the solid, which I like because it's affordable for him. I'm just gonna put some food. Come on, Jerry. You can't drop your food, bro. No, I wasn't even thinking about Tom and Jerry. I just, my old cat name was Gerardo, and Gerardo in English is Jerry. So, yeah, it's really funny because his name is Jerry Segundo, which is like a whitewashed version of saying second. But I like it because it adds a little bit of coolness to him. So that's Jerry, and as long as we're here, he's going to be part of the family. Now it's time to show you the garden. Updates on the garden. Check it out. We're going to be eating some radish next week from the garden. You can already see the radish is ready to go. So this is an update on the work that we've had on the garden. We're going to be eating some of this radish in a salad. And I'm pretty sure we may even pick some of this random stuff. I don't know what the hell it is. It's like a salad bush. I don't know. And look at, we already ate yesterday. Ksenia made a soup with some of our green onion. Look at this. You guys know this is one of our best vegetables out here, and it's one of our best producing. We also have some growing dill, and this is one of the greenhouse boxes. So Ksenia has it to where it's radish, salads, green onions, dill. Now, looking into the other one, it's another type of dill with some homegrown tomatoes here. Some of our tomatoes are already growing. Look at that. So this here is tomato, cucumber, sweet pepper, more cucumber here, and other types of tomatoes. Yeah, you can eat the radish leaves. I don't personally eat them, but you can eat them. Now it's time to show you. We have more tomatoes here. Look at the size of these. These are pretty big, right? This is one of our best tomato plants here. Hey, welcome, Bruce Lee. Here we have another tomato plant. Hey, IP, welcome back, my friend. Oh, you missed it, IP. We have a cat now. That we adopted a wild cat. Jerry. This is a hole that I made for the wild cat that we adopted, IP. Jerry. There he is over there. He was in his box. We put that box as well. Come here, Jerry. Come here, friend. Say hi to IP. Look it. Jerry. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna open the greenhouse there. Jerry is a Russian Mexican American. He speaks many languages. Nice, Jerry. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Go to your box. Now I'm gonna show you another thing that has changed here. My wife is not here to show you herself, but I'm gonna show you. What do you guys think? What do you guys think this is? Can you guys give me some guesses to as to what you think this is right here? It's not a beehive. That's a good guess. That's actually a really good guess. It's not a grave. Also a good guess because it does look like... oh, I didn't know you saw Jerry. Jerry doesn't like crows. He's scared of crows. They are his mortal enemies. So let's go ahead and bring the battery pack out here so we can charge while I'll show you what that is. Hopefully you can hear me. Our neighbor's cutting freaking grass. Smells good, but it's loud. Oh, you missed Jerry? I'll show you. Jerry. Oh, he's outside. Okay, here we go. Oh, I called him and he jumped in through his hole. Look at that. He loves me. This is Jerry right here. Jerry Segundo, aka Jerry the Second. He was saved from being eaten by crow. You can see his back was dive bombed there. Hopefully he grows that really nicely. He is a wild cat. Not fully feral, but we found him. He lives outside. He doesn't live indoors. He's gonna be a ranch cat, only for the outside. He's a boy. He doesn't like to play. So this is our newest addition to the family. We saved him. All right, now it's time to show you what that thing is out there for. One second. I have so many things. I never did archery, but I'm gonna try. Ksenia is really good at it. Ksenia actually does really good. Let's see if I can hit this mark. And I love Jerry, Ivan. That guy, I have a really good purpose now to come to the plot much earlier than usual because of him. I love coming to see how he is, to feed him. All right. Let's see if I can hit that damn thing. Where is it? My gosh, there's so much sun, you can't see a damn thing. Shout out to my friend Klaus. This is his. He's let me use it. These things come off too easily. We're about 10 to 15 meters here. This is about 10 to 15 meters. I hit it. I got it. I got it again. Now, I don't really do archery, but I do like to shoot guns. I recently did a video where I shot with the M4 and AK-47. So check this out. Obviously not at center, but from 15 to 10 meters, it's not bad. If I don't really do this often. Let me get these out of there. Actually, I have to buy. I have to buy actual targets from a different material because this wood is really not a good thing to shoot at. It's hard to get the damn thing out after you nail it in there. But that is another update I wanted to show you. Ksenia and I are taking up on a new little hobby, and it's going to be a little bit of archery. I don't trust myself to do any trick shots yet, but that's what it is. All right, let's continue talking. Let's have a conversation. Look at Jerry leaving. Jerry, what the hell? I love watching him out here. Now, here's another update that a lot of people probably didn't know that we were working on. Some people did. Our outside toilet. Ksenia's father and I and Ksenia have been working on it. This is going to be built for peeing mostly. This is mostly just for taking a piss for any people who come visit. In the future, if I find the right material, like this chemical that you throw on shit to dissolve, I can use it also for taking a shit at the plot. But this is what the toilet is looking like. We're going to be building the seat very soon. We're almost done with the entirety of it. We're going to put a roof on it, a slanted roof. Good morning, Golden Knight. So that's another update on the plot. We have a cat. We have a toilet that you can use now and piss. Zenith, my friend, welcome. The neighbor's cutting his grass, and right now it's what everybody is mostly doing because every summer we have the rainy season. It rains in the summer really, really good. Jerry. Where the hell is Jerry at? Look at the amount of weeds that I've had grow on the plot. Look at this. Jerry. Oh, he's over here chilling. He's in the neighbor's house now. Get over here, Jerry. Look at these. These are green peas and green beans. Look at that. Yeah, I think I'm going to get a goat. I'm going to have somebody who has a goat come. For the person who said plant corn, well, I hope you're ready for this because I do have corn. Look at it. Look at my corn. Yes, this previous spring was a little warmer than usual. Look at my corn. I only have a few plants because this was experimental. I didn't really think that they would be growing this well. This is grown from the soil. I didn't grow this in the house at first. This was grown in the soil that you're looking at right now. Yeah, sweet corn. Olympic says Russian live stream is epic and fascinating to see this man pioneer his way through life. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you guys for your comments and donations. Now I'm going to show you the broccoli. This is what my wife planted. Look at the broccoli. Holy moly. This is huge. Oh, look at the butterfly. My wife loves broccoli, and this is going to be really, really good. You can see in this section we have many vegetables, and I'm growing some beets over here for the borscht. Check it out. These are beet plants here. These are beet plants. This is going to be for the borscht that we cook later this year. We're going to harvest the beets directly from our own garden and cook the borscht. So right now I'm working on some of the ingredients for the borscht are growing right now in our own soil. Whoever said I should get a goat, I think it was Ginger. That's a great idea. I'm going to ask my friend if he has a goat or knows anybody who has a goat. Maybe about 5 goats will have this place cleaned up and fertilized with the shit that comes out. Oh, ow. Okay, now it's time to talk. Well, when I bring the goats, I'll be here to make sure that they don't mess with anything. I can corral them myself. All right, guys. One thing that maybe some people who don't live in Russia probably won't know is that some things actually do end up costing more. And I like to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly on these type of streams because foreigners who come to Russia will think, oh, it's much cheaper there and I should move to Russia because life is more affordable. Well, in reality, as a Westerner myself, but somebody who is very low maintenance because I grew up in a ghetto, I'm used to living in very bad conditions in smaller apartments and stuff like this. I would not suggest Westerners who like to live luxuriously to come to Russia thinking that it's going to be cheap. The quality of Russian life is much better than the Western if you have the money for it. So say like a luxurious life in Germany is going to cost you less than a luxurious life in Russia. Why? Because the luxury life in Russia is absolutely high tier, high quality. This is not something that I expected to see when I came. I had no clue what Russia was like. And then you come here and then you realize that it's actually very, very high level. The quality of life here, if you have the money, can be very, very high. But it's kind of what is it? What do they say? A catch-22. Like if you move to Russia and you have the money, you might spend it all because you're gonna be eating it up, eating it up. You can lose control. I am not saying that Russia is expensive compared to the West, but what I am saying is that you can find things that are much more expensive in Russia than in the West because Russia is, I say, the heart of Europe. Russia is the cultural hub of Europe. Everything that Europe wishes it was is actually in either Moscow or St. Petersburg. This is the truth. And you don't have to come to Russia. Again, I don't promote Russia so people can come. I've never promoted Russia so that you can come. I've promoted Russia in the way that I see it. And if you want to come, do it. Organic eggs are $8 in Russia. Is that for a dozen? Holy crap, that is crazy. That's crazy. When you start thinking about how Russia has survived through the sanctions, you have to. What the hell did I just see? There's a freaking full-on. This is full-on bug-on-bug action right here. It is summer or spring for some things, and all the bugs are getting it on. All right, guys. I need to fix my pants. $10 free-range eggs are 150 rubles in Russia. Yeah, what I just recently bought eggs, but I didn't pay attention to the price. The reason why I don't pay attention to the prices of some things is because they're relatively cheap in Russia or very fair priced. The eggs have obviously gone up in price. Oh. Muchas gracias, Luis. El idioma ruso no es mi lenguaje, así que por ahorita ni le presto atención. Ya que nazca mi hijo, pues le pondré más atención porque en ese entonces estaré hablando ruso con mi hijo. Guys, the reality that I live in Russia is very strange because there's not a lot of products, a lot of things that I can get where I live. Obviously, if I drive maybe 2 hours and I get to a city called Irkutsk, I can have more products. But the prices, even in a small town, are sometimes cheaper than the cities. And this is not what you usually see. This is not the normal thing you see in other parts of the world. Like in the United States, if you live in the middle of nowhere, like Alaska, the produce there are going to be insane cost. But for some reason in Russia, in like random Siberian towns, there are competitive prices. And I really appreciate that the prices for the things that we do have are not over the top. At least Russia, there's no rioting and looting like we have in Los Angeles. Me being from Los Angeles, man, really affected me. Like, it made me a little bit angry. I have told you guys, I don't like people waving Mexican flags in the United States. One, they're not even Russian. I mean, they're not even Mexican citizens or even residents. The people in Mexico, those are the Mexicans. That is their flag. If you're not a Mexican citizen or a resident, what are you doing waving a Mexican flag for riots and protests in the United States? This is the thing that really bothers me. Do you get ticks? We have ticks, but not so many. Not in this part of where I live, we don't have a lot of ticks. And you know what? The thing that bothers me as well is that I'm a Mexican citizen. I was not born in Mexico, but I am naturalized Mexican citizen. I would never dare to wave the Mexican flag as a sign of protest and rioting in the United States. I've waved my Mexican flag in front of the Kremlin as a show of respect and friendship with the Russian people. I've also hung a Russian flag in my shed as a sign of solidarity and love towards the Russian people. I wave this flag, I wave the Mexican flag, I wave the American flag sometimes with the utmost respect to the home country. I would never use it as a sign of protest. This is ridiculous, especially when I know that most of those Mexican Americans are not even Mexican citizens or residents. They only are Mexicans in by blood, and they don't honor their heritage by being protesting. You guys probably don't know this, but most of the Mexican Americans in the United States, they have no cultural ties with Mexico. Of course, we see them as brothers and sisters, but we do not accept them rioting and protesting using a Mexican flag. The Mexican flag is not a sign of discontent with the United States. The United States and Mexico have always had a relationship that has been bittersweet, but it has never been an unfriendly one. We have never wanted to have war with the United States. We have never wanted war with Mexico. And yeah, the United States is very cooked, but I don't like to spit up towards the sky. As many of you guys know, my family lives in the United States. My mother is a Mexican immigrant in the United States. My mother's dream was always to have all of her kids graduate from university. My mom always respected the United States. So I will respect the United States because my mother had me in Los Angeles. She raised me in Los Angeles, and she always wanted me to be a good citizen. And I know a lot of people don't like the United States right now, but my mom lives in America, and I would never want America to absolutely crumble and vanish because I love my mother. Hello, Alex. Welcome. So we are on this live. We just hit about 120 likes on this stream. Thank you so much. Hello from San Diego. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the live stream. Is there any questions from the viewers? I'll be happy to answer some questions. I am very thankful for you guys being here. What the heck, man? This guy's raping this bug now. She's trying to... No, hell no. Get away. It won't vanish, just like the UK hasn't, just different. Any good pirotsky in Irkutsk? What the heck is that? Are we really getting Ukrainian troll bots this live for some reason? Is that back? Look, what the United States does not reflect on its citizens, man. You guys have to understand that a country will do what it wants, but this does not reflect on humanity. I have been deer hunting in the United States. Hey, Blaze, welcome, brother. If you come to Russia, you can easily buy an apartment or a house as a foreigner. If you guys don't know, you guys can come to Russia on a tourist visa and still buy land and apartments. Damn you, Maddie. A Marine being just... Oh, what the heck? It's on me. What the freak is this? Hell no. Go away. It came out of nowhere. Come on, man. Currently, we don't have running water, but it's not hard to get. So I already gave my opinion on the Israel-Iran problem. I said that Israel is out of control. Israel wants to dominate its region. It's already been at war with Hezbollah and what the hell? These freaking other guys. Hamas and Hezbollah, and then it went into Syria. Now it's going into Iran. Like, Israel really is trying its best to take over its region, and it's being backed on the Houthis as well. So yeah, Israel is really doing quite the work, and Russia is in the middle of it because Russia is now indirectly being attacked because Iran is a very strategic friend of Russia. I don't know what you disagree with. You could just write it out and then we will read it out. Another thing that I was thinking is, somebody asked about buying land in Russia. I was thinking, guys, you have to join our Telegram channel. It is the Russian Experience. It is linked down below. ¿Qué empleos es más fácil tener en Rusia como inmigrante recién llegada? I took a picture. Oye, Andrea, únete a nuestro Telegram. Ahí puedes hablar con nosotros. Ahí te podemos contestar todo. The Russian Experience. I would say that the easiest job to get in Russia as a foreigner, if you speak fluent English or fluent Spanish, is a language teacher. This would be the most important job for you to try to get. And then you can try everything else. There is no classic car scene in Russia because it costs thousands and thousands of dollars to import your classic car. I looked into it. I'm not going to be able to bring my Mach 1. That's one thing that I don't like about Russia is their laws against importing classic cars. I would love to have my 1969 Mach 1 here, but I cannot. And yes, the problem that Israel has is that it was favored by the Western countries. It was given the land that didn't belong to it. And you guys know how that goes down. That rabbit hole is insane. I made a military assessment on what was going to happen in that war on the Real Reporter channel. I pretty much hit the nail on the head. It aged like fine wine. We will be drilling for water next year, by the way. That ungrateful goblin. No way, Teresita. Hello. Welcome to summer in Siberia, Teresita. Check it out. I don't think you've been here since it's been summer. We're going to show you the... yeah, I have a 69 Mach 1 back in California. Let's show Teresita the views today. It's a little bit greener, as you can see. Let me put my suspenders on so my pants don't fall off. I was in the lake earlier. Also, I have something else to show you, Teresita. Because from the part of the world you're coming from, and I'm pretty damn sure your ancestors, one way or another, ate corn. I'm going to show you my corn plants that I'm really proud of. I'm here on the plot. What time is it? It is 12:14 in the afternoon now. Check it out. This is my little corn. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plants of corn, and I'm really proud of them. This is like a homage to my motherland. My grandpa planted a lot of corn in Mexico, and yeah, I'm pretty sure Puerto Ricans maybe like corn too. That's a guess, by the way. I think Puerto Ricans put cheese on... No. Who puts cheese in coffee? Or chocolate, milk? I don't know what the hell is going on. Is Puerto Rico one of those countries? Hola, hola, ¿qué tal? Yes, we have tomatoes. Check this out. I have some tomatoes. I'll show you some tomatoes too. These are also, so the corn and the tomato is endemic to the Americas. Here are some tomatoes growing on the plot right now. Check it out. The corn that is growing right now is being grown by natural rainfall, but I also collect water here, and it is watered by hand. I have to go pick up the sush now, but you know, it's a shame that because of the way that America is, a lot of people don't like the United States, and even some people are disgruntled in the United States. And it breaks my heart because I'm an American born and raised in Los Angeles, and then you see all those problems. And the United States could be a good country. It could be a country that gives to many people. It could be a country that is helpful around the world. But it really is doing such a bad job. And now I'm in Russia. You know, I've been here for 3 years. I don't miss the United States. I don't miss anything about my old life. Just my mother, obviously, my mom. I love my mom. But you have to question what the hell for the young people, when the young people are in their 20s or in their 30s even, you have to get out of the community that you were born in. Always get the hell out. If there's one piece of advice I could give you is go away. Move away from your home state, move away from your home country, move away from your home world if you can in the future. Go visit Mars and really see what you're made of. See what you want in life, because you'll want the same things over and over again, and then the system will eat you alive. If you stay where you're comfortable, the system will take advantage of this, and you'll end up working for them for 40 years. You'll retire and you'll say, what the hell? Where did my life go? This is not the way to live. Do not be controlled by any system, whether it's Russia, United States. Every country needs people like this. Don't be that person. I just saw something that caught my attention. Yeah, you know what? We might not make it to Mars, Ginger. You and I for sure ain't making it. We got cats now. Yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on with this freaking trompetas, man. But I'm happy I'm not dealing with it in the United States. Check this out. I just got my attention. I was looking at purple all the way from the house. Look at this. I have purple flowers, white flowers, yellow flowers in this corner. What the hell? That's really cute, eh? I'm a sucker for purple flowers, no matter what the hell they are. Look at that. That's beautiful. The purple flowers are cloves. Oh, what the heck? You're right. What the heck? It's probably the way they seed. That's a clover. Oh, wow, that's awesome. You learn something new every day. Thank you guys for that information. Didn't know that. Oh man, that changes my whole view on this area. Oh, look at the bees. Somebody asked me why don't I cut the grass in another live, and I did it because of the bees. I can hear how many bees there are. I can't see them. Oh, there's one. They're everywhere. Holy crap. I don't speak fluent Russian. Question I frequently get asked is why I don't speak Russian. Why don't I make videos in Russian? Because this is not a Russian channel. I don't make videos so that Russian people can see what my life in Sri Lanka is like. I mostly do it so that people from outside of Russia can get a view on what this part of the world is. And most of my audience is an English speaking audience. Obviously, I do have a Russian speaking audience, but my love goes out to them. But the point of these videos is to educate the people who might have a negative view about Russia or no view about Russia. This is for you. So yeah, my wife is from Russia, but she speaks freaking good English. She ain't freaking speaking enough. She don't speak English. I mean, she don't speak Russian to me. That's the problem. And I just want people to be friendly with each other, right? There are Russian people who don't like foreigners. This is going to be in every country. Russians are kind people, but you will find the ones that don't like foreigners. So I think that videos like these will educate the foreigner on how to act, how to speak, how to react if somebody's being rude to them in Russia. My wife Olga won't speak Russian to me unless I am in the shit. Yeah. International Harvester. I'm gonna go now to the apartment. Somebody asked if I live in a farm. I don't live in a farm. I live in an apartment right now. Shout out to anybody who's watching from the United States. I hope that life is not getting too difficult for you. For all my people who live right now in the United States, I hope you're staying positive. I know it's hard times. There's always something new. But you already know the program, guys. You guys already know that they do this over and over and over again. The system is so broken. And you know, the American people are some of the best people in the world. Not the government, the people. They have gone through a bunch of bullshit over and over again. Every 4 years, we have to fight each other. I think that's the Malaysian flag. Okay, guys, let's take another drive here. We're gonna bring my wife so she can shoot the bow and arrow. She also wants to come outside. This is a Suzuki Landy. Trump is actually just I don't even have the words. I made a video about how bad he is. Now, I know a lot of people in America support him. Yes, I am near Kultuk. This is the problem. Donald Trump is not the savior of the United States, guys. And to be honest, he needs to understand that he's also not the ruler of the world. Every time he's a president, he treats every other country like they're second tier. And this is the problem I have with somebody who's a narcissist, and he just making America great doesn't mean making the world second, third. Okay? Making America great doesn't mean treating other countries like they're pieces of shit. I live in a country where Donald Trump looks at Russia and does a horrible job in diplomacy with Russia. I have not been living in the United States. Donald Trump is not my president because I don't live in the United States right now. And I don't agree with how he's dealing with the Russian Ukrainian conflict. Oh, it's this fucking guy. Huh. Interesting. Now, I don't want to get too deep into politics, but I'll tell you something right now. America is not great because it goes to war with everyone, because it bombs everyone, because it treats you like a second class nation. That is not what makes America great. So I think that Donald Trump, that is what he wants to show, is that everybody else is second to us. And that is just bullcrap, and I don't like it. I've lived in Russia the entire time that Donald Trump has been president. I've been in Russia the entire time that almost even Joe Biden was president. And all they've done is make horrible relationships with the world, started wars in Europe, and this is just ridiculous, guys. This is not the way that America should be. America should not be waging wars against its people, against other people. That is not a great country. So that's why MAGA, people who say MAGA, what are you talking about? Like, you shouldn't say make America great again. You should just say make America normal so we stop fucking each other up and fucking up everyone else. That's the problem with the superiority complex. MAGA in itself is a horrible way of looking at things. Make America great again? No, motherfucker. Make America normal again. Let's stop bombing the Middle East. Let's stop sending men to go fight in stupid wars. And that is what normality brings. So I am not an enemy of people who love America. I am just a person who supports no more wars and peace. And make America great sounds ridiculous, to me at least. So do not get offended. In this channel, I'm not saying this to start any problems. I'm just, I want normality. And when you try to make America great, like you say, you're going to sacrifice a lot of people around the world and in your country. America's greatness does not come from humiliating the world. America's greatness comes from giving food for all inside its borders and helping people outside of its borders. This is my opinion. Don't have to be angry with me. We can disagree and everything will be fine. I told you guys earlier in the stream that I repent. I repent for what I did in the war. I think about it often. I think about it because I think a lot of Afghan people died innocently, but a lot of dumb Americans died as well. And I say dumb Americans because we're dumb. The way we pulled out, dishonoring the fight that we had already fought, and leaving a lot of allies, leaving a lot of friends, starting dumb wars. Like, I'm sick of it. I'm going to go pick up my wife. My wife is 5 months pregnant. She texted me on the live. She said she wanted to come outside, so we're on the way to pick her up. So you're going to say hello to my Russian wife. Yeah, man, this... when you write War Pig, I just think of Black Sabbath. I might go to Lake Baikal and jump in again. So hopefully my wife is watching. If you're watching, Senya, bring me. I watched you marry her? No way. So you're an original viewer. Good morning, Patrick. Hey, Patty. Good night, Ginger. Thank you so much for the support. It was really nice to see you. I hope you know that Jerry Segundo's your cat in Russia now. We love you so much. Thank you for being here. Generals gather in their masses, just like witches at black masses. I watched also from San Diego. How many people here were at my wedding? And remember, we streamed it because my mom was not going to be able to join us. Susha, if you're here, bring me a towel, please. Sush, if you're watching, please bring a towel. I'm actually surprised how many people saw it. Holy crap. Now, people, he's asking, why did I join the American military? It's very simple. When my mom went to the United States, she left a country that had, how is it? Compulsive, is it compulsive service? Compulsory service? How do you say that word? Oh, here she is. She wasn't watching and she didn't bring me a towel. Hey, Sush. Sush, I said bring me a towel on the stream.
Towel?
Yeah.
I don't hear.
Look, that's our kid right there. It's been so long.
I can bring a towel if you want.
Oh my gosh, water. Maybe fill up the other one. I have been so thirsty.
Oh my god, let me take off my shoes. Untied it.
Okay.
Okay, I will go bring towel and more water.
Thank you. Excuse me. So I'm going to give you a breakdown. Look, there's the Sush. She's looking beautiful. So they asked, why did I join the American military? In Mexico, all the men served. When my mom came to the United States, my mom was treated really badly. My mom tells me stories about the 1980s in the United States, where the natives from the Los Angeles area, like she tells stories about in Los Angeles. I think my internet died. Are we back? Are we back? I think I lost my internet connection. Okay, thank you, Mehdi. So I'll just make this really quick, guys. My mom was bullied and seen as an illegal immigrant. Although my mom was legally in the United States, my family's been in the United States, and even if she was illegal, I don't care. Like, it's been a long time my mom has been a citizen of the United States. I joined to make sure that my mom could walk proudly in the streets and say, I've earned my place in the United States. My son is a Marine or a service member. My son has served the United States. It is the honorable thing to do. My mom wanted me to join the military. My mom is proud of the service because her son has gotten her okay in the United States. When my mom came to the United States, they were very racist against her, so I wanted to do her a solid. I wanted to honor my mom and join the Marines, and I joined in a time of war, and I was decorated in combat. I came back and I gave my mom all of the medals that were given to me. I gave them to her because it was because of her that I came to the United States. I was born in Los Angeles. I was raised in Los Angeles to an immigrant mother, and I wanted to join the military to bring her honor. Just my mother, because I have only a single mom. At that time, obviously my father is with us now because she was married. And yeah, that's what it is. Ksenia is gonna come out right now, and then we're gonna go out back to the lake. I'm gonna take another dive. I feel like I need it. I'm from San Fernando. I'm from San Fernando in Los Angeles. Well, San Fernando kind of got its way out. So I'm from Silmar, California, in the San Fernando Valley. Привет, друзья! Это моя жена Ксения. Красивая. ¿Es красивая? Красивая. I'm from the SFV. I'm going to hand the phone over to my wife, and you guys can ask her questions. She's 5 months pregnant, and I would join the Russian military if I needed to. You can just answer some questions there.
Okay. Almost ready to go.
You can talk and say different things.
I just want to ask, how was your swim? Because I missed this part.
Yeah, we're gonna go again.
Okay, guys, you ready? See how he swim again? I'm not ready. But honestly, today it's really warm. It's not so sunny, but it's really, really warm.
Any questions for Ksenia? She hasn't been on a live in a long time, guys. Ask her anything you want.
But already almost 6 months.
Almost 6 months?
Yeah, because I'm 22 weeks pregnant already. It's almost 6 months. And do you tell them who we will have?
No, not yet. We're doing a gender reveal together.
Okay. You guys can guess. Как погода? Немножко пасмурно, но очень душно. Я уже забываю русский. Скорее всего, сегодня опять будет дождь, потому что эти дни это жарко и дождь. Хорошо для огорода, но плохо для травы, которая растет неимоверно. Приходится чистить огород постоянно. Crazy cravings? No.
They're done already.
Yeah.
Tell them about that.
I was sick like 3 months, and only tomato pickle juice saved me. But now I eat everything, but I don't want to eat nothing. I want sometimes only cake. Do you have heartburn? No, not yet. But our baby, because I don't have like big belly, our baby are good size. 1 week ago, yeah, we go like 2 weeks ago almost, we go to ultrasound, and our baby was like 370 grams already big. Yeah, I don't know. I saw many videos on the internet how pregnant girls say what they eat, so crazy things. It's still not happening with me, and I feel like it's not gonna happen.
I think
I don't know.
also in America they do have a lot of fast food, and that's the problem. We don't have fast food. If Ksenia wants to pig out, she just eats 10 tomatoes. That's pigging out in Russia in a small town.
Yeah, but we'll have like a shawarma and burger place. It's really good burger, and they have a mushroom burger. It's my favorite. Oh, thanks so much for the donation. Yeah, it's again.
Thank you, my friend. Means a lot, really.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want any food right now. Only cakes. And it's it. They say what I pregnant woman can't eat a lot of sweets, but I eat.
I pay.
It's what I can eat really good now, but I eat a lot of vegetables and fruits anyways, and I eat meat, everything. That's why my results of blood and everything are good for now. We have something black. Some trash from the tree. Wild, are you pregnant? Yeah, it's over here. It's our baby.
Don't call me fat like that. I think they mean me.
No.
Another one?
Oh, sorry, I miss it. Thank you so much.
Please come and visit, man.
Oh, for baby clothes, yes. We start little by little. We find some cute socks, and we will find more different stuff for baby. And soon we will start by like bed and all this stuff. We need to prepare our apartment.
Can we put a pole? Babe, do you know how to put a pole there?
No.
Damn it. We have to see. I'm curious to know what the chat thinks it's gonna be, a boy or a girl.
When we're in the Baikal, you can do it.
Okay.
And while you swim,
Okay.
we can figure out.
I'm not gonna swim. I'm just gonna get cold. I wanna feel the cold.
Really?
Yeah, it feels
Crazy
awesome.
person. It feels awesome when you go outside and it's so nice and warm like today.
Yeah, I know. I go out in the water and then it's warm.
Okay, people already start worried, but yeah, we will make like it's
A
called
pole.
a poll, yeah, and you guys can put your guesses. But anyways, I'm happy. We happy.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
Soon we will have a baby. It will 3 of us, and it will be 3 snake in the family. It's crazy. jeez. This mini was crazy. Where he's from? Who? Like Baikal baby.
There's so many tourists right now coming out.
Can I say name our baby?
Like, what do you mean?
Again?
Oh, yeah.
I call my baby because
We can't choose a name for... Look.
no, don't. We don't say nothing about name, but I call him Siberian baby bear. Yeah, I think it's a really cute name for our baby.
Siberian baby bear.
For me, it sounds really cool, and it's a little bit symbolic for me. It's really nice, and I called my baby like that because I wanna buy a suit with like a bear, so fluffy, and ears. It's so cute. Did you have windows on the back open?
No way. Is the news changing? What's happening? What's happening? Guys, report in. This is wild. Sorry, Sush.
What's happening?
Just freaking Israel going all in, man.
People don't want to live in peace.
She calls him like the baby. She doesn't know how to say it. She calls it Siberian baby bear.
What did I say wrong?
Nothing. You said I call him.
Oh. Yeah.
Him means a boy.
Oh. But I speak like a Russian.
Yeah, no problem. IP, let me know what's going on, man. I don't know the news. Really nervous about this news. You know, we started talking about it.
That's why it's holes here. People drive like that.
Let me know if IP says something. I really important.
Okay, I will try not miss it because my eye's not good. I need surgery. Honestly, I'm really surprised how you can read the chat when you drive, because for me it's really difficult.
Well, babe, I read English.
Yeah, I try reading English too.
These people are stealing sand, huh? Write the
Yeah.
license plates. K161, acting like I'm saying the license plates, and they're gonna get nervous.
Yeah, some people take a sand here when they made cement. They mix it with this sand. They use it.
They shouldn't be stealing from the lake.
Yeah. Oh. О, привет, Красноярск. Моя подруга тоже с Красноярска. И я надеюсь, что скоро мы все-таки доберемся до Красноярска, посмотрим на этот город. Но подруга говорит, что воздух там очень плохой, конечно. Okay, guys, we go again to Baikal. Iranian put the nation and text you something.
Yeah, what do you say?
It's difficult read for me. I had jump and I can't see it clearly. Let's careful, car.
All right, I'm about to read this out. He should have enough space there.
Yeah. He's just the wanna try move a little bit.
It's very damage on Tehran and Tel Aviv. Airfields on both sides. Israel and Iran has sent over 500 missiles. Israel is striking the rear of Iran. Jesus Christ, man. So guys, it looks like we're essentially in World War III, wouldn't you say? This is it. This is World War III. This is the opening doors. This has to be the World War III. We have to be in stage 1. It has to be. I don't think we're anywhere else but World War III now. With those two countries going to war like this, if they declare war on each other, full war, that's World War III. I told you everybody has to choose sides. The sphere of influence is too important there in the Middle East. Iran has to survive. If they're going all in, Israel wants to delete Iran for sure, and Iran has to survive this. This is why it has World War III qualities. You cannot let Iran fall. And of course, the United States will back this up. It's ridiculous. This is all the making of World War III if Israel wants to delete Iran. This is really, really sad, man. Say what you will, but Iran has the right to exist. We'll see what happens. Thank you so much for reporting in, IP. Oh, what the heck? IP, thank you so much. I didn't see it. I missed it. Ivan, I saw his donation. I did not see the one from IP. Thank you, brother. Holy shit. Like I said, this right now, the donations right now are definitely for the baby. I'm going to go outside and show you what the baby bump is looking like. Really, guys, prayers for Iran has to survive this. We have 70 votes. 69% say boy, 31% say girl. We're going to do a gender reveal in the end of June. Golly. This is really bad, man. This is just problems until even my kid's 18th birthday. We're going to be visiting Buryatia, Ulan-Ude. If anybody's watching from Buryatia or Ulan-Ude, let me know. If you want my honest opinion, the West did not achieve its objective. Iran will have to test nuclear weapons within 72 hours. Listen. This is what I think too. We already know their capabilities of enriching all of the, I think it's uranium. I'm not a freaking nuclear guy. I'm a simple grunt. But from what I understand, Iran has been able to do everything it needs to, enrich the materials it needs to enrich. It has a rocket program. It has all of the abilities, all the ingredients, but it's never tested out of respect, I guess, for itself and the world. It's never gone to testing stages. But if it's going to be between its existence and not existing, it may have to do what the North Koreans were doing. It might have to pull a North Korean card. What the North Koreans did was really show the world what their capabilities are, and that might have to be Iran next. Sushi. This is the estate in which Ksenia is in. You guys haven't seen her in about a month.
It's not so big, but the baby kicks already really hard.
We don't know exactly what Iran has. Iran is not going to back down for sure, but we don't know exactly what it has, and it would never let the world know what it has. This is the sushi. Oh. You can talk to them a little bit. I'm gonna jump in maybe one time more.
Okay. Oh, so sunny today, eh? For some reason it was not so sunny, but now. Okay, let's go down.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see what he will do. Go. I'm fine, babe.
Okay.
I should wear shorts. I even don't know what it's so warm. If I wear my shorts and my Crocs, I can go in the water a little bit too.
It's really cold.
But water really good, must be. It feels so nice. Just these days was really cold, and last days it started to be warm. And I love be warm. I love summer, and summer love me too. Love my skin. That's why I really enjoy it. Okay, I will show Baikal. It's look really nice, so nice and calm. Are you ready? I will recording you.
No, don't record. I'm not going in yet. I'm too cold. Oh, that's really cold. I need to warm up more.
Okay, and we have sand over there. Sorry, over there. And people swim and have fun there. And I go down. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna be going to Ulan-Ude. If you guys are viewing us or watching us from Ulan-Ude, I may spend a day in Ulan-Ude so we can get to know the city. I'm gonna be doing a live stream from Ulan-Ude. If anybody watching from Ulan-Ude is watching this, then contact me on the Wild Siberian Telegram so we can get to know each other.
I still have Mexican tan.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit over here.
Oh, look, this is Ksenia's Mexican tan, she calls it.
Yeah, it's survive for winter. It's really good for me. And here it's still a little bit brown because my skin usually it's like that only, just like dead white. But even my shoulder a little bit have Mexican tan still, and over here.
It is so bright here that we can't even see the screen.
Yeah. But it's so nice weather. Why people want to be in a war when it's so nice outside? Just live in peace. Love your life.
Things are gonna get crazy. They're playing a bunch of music right now. And there's so many people coming in and out. We saw the trains passing. This is a really unique place. Like Russians come here for tourism because right now it's really hard to travel as a Russian. But we've seen people from outside all over the world, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's out of my control. I'm relaxed. I just know that I want to travel in the future when my kid is out, and the world that these people are leaving for us is crazy. Can't wait till some of you guys come visit. Well, we've been on the stream for about an hour and 60 minutes. I'm gonna be doing a video tonight talking about the sexualization of Russian women. I'm gonna make a video about this. It's gonna air tonight, and then I'm going live tomorrow. So I'll see you guys on tonight's video. Make sure you tune in and watch that video, and then I'll see you tomorrow again for another live. I'm gonna be going fishing. This time I'll go fishing. I won't get in the water. I really enjoyed this live. Thank you so much for being here with us, and hopefully Ksenia joins us tomorrow as well.
Yeah, we'll try.
So I'll end this now, and I'll see you later today in a couple hours in a video, guys. Bye bye, guys.